One.
Peace, y'all. It's your big sister, Coach Sherry Babette, coming to talk to you today about, and this is for females, young adult females, who are in that phase of life where they just know for sure that they want to be in a relationship, and they are doing everything in the book to make themselves seem attractive and appealing, and you're updating your pictures, and you got your little butt shots and your puckered lips and your cleavage and your bikini shots, and you have everything just putting on display what you can offer a man, and still it seems like nobody wants you. Well, guess what? That's because you're not a piece of meat. Hello? You're not in the supermarket and somebody's buying a steak so they can go home and grill it. Okay? When somebody is not interested in you based on the external, then say thank you. And then allow God to put the right pieces in place where you can actually get to see somebody for who they really are from the inside out. Okay, then you can go to the library, go to the museum, go to community events, go to rallies. See how this person interacts in public with other people. See if his eyes are always wandering, be like, oh, she got a fatty. You know what I mean? You find these things out after you have given yourself to somebody, and then you're in repair mode. Now you're trying to fix this person, but that's who you chose based on how he looked on the outside and how he presented himself. Oh, he's funny. Oh, he's tall. Oh, he's light skinned. Oh, he's curly hair. Oh, our babies will look cute. That's so stupid. And these are the things that we as women look at to choose partners for life. Really? They have curly hair? No, ma'am. That's a bad idea. And if you want somebody simply choosing you on your cleavage, or the way your butt looks in your jeans, or you got red bottom shoes or Yeezy sneakers, or whatever superficial materialistic thing that you're adorning yourself with, that is not sufficient to keep a man's attention. Your mind has to be so sharp. Your spirit has to be so intact, and in the young ages, when we're in the phase of looking for somebody, we're just coming out of childhood. We're so wounded when we come out of childhood. We're so damaged by whatever happened when we were growing up in our communities and in our families. And we're just figuring out, who we are about to become. We really don't even know who we are yet, That happens over the course of us living. And unfortunately, young black girls, we are so programmed, get a man, make sure he got a job, make sure he has this, make sure he has that. We're not really programmed to figure out who we are and what our relationship to God is, and what God has intended for us to do and be in this world, And so we get distracted. We look at the television or, the internet, and we find these beautiful women. I'm putting that in quotes because beauty implies they got a fat butt and big breasts and hair sewn in, and it's down to their big butt. And they have on all this makeup and all these eyelashes that are like out to the, to the world. They can grab somebody and caress them if, that's how long they are. But it's all superficial. And then we want this guy who has on some Jordans, and he's got on this hat, and he's this jeans, and all, it's all this dressing that's on top of us, and we don't really know what is in our core. So you got this fine boyfriend, but he's so wounded from something that happened to him when he was 5 years old. And you don't understand why he doesn't love you, because you got your nice booty and your nice breasts, and that should be enough, but it's not enough. And he wants the other girl over there, and her breasts may not even be as nice as your breasts, and you just don't understand why he don't want you. Well, girl, you just threw yourself at him. You didn't get a chance to even know what his backstory was. And then some of us are so sick that we know their backstory, we know they're wounded, we know they're hurt, we know they're damaged. We don't want to give this brother a chance to heal because we don't want somebody else to get him, and we take him and we think we could fix him. Oh my gosh. So we just created a big giant mess for ourselves. It's attractive at first, but then you don't even care how cute he is. He's a daggone nut. He's hurting you. He's not paying you attention. He's disrespecting you. So after a while, it doesn't matter how cute he is. And then some of us, well, they don't even have to be cute. As long as they are man, as long as they are present, as long as they can breathe, I'll take them. Because that's how wounded we feel. We just want anybody. Can you please just look at me? Can you please just call me? Can you please just talk to me? I'm lonely. I need somebody. How come nobody likes me? We got to get over that, because we are reproducing. That's the bottom line. We are creating children out of these broken, crazy, dysfunctional relationships, and then when the children come, we don't want to have nothing to do with them. And so we're making these little babies responsible for our adult decisions that were really dumb decisions, but we made them as adults, and guess what? We have to live with them as adults. But now we don't want to. We just want somebody else to come along and fix it. So we go and we get dressed up and we show our breasts again and our butts again, and we go and find another knucklehead. Okay. You see where I'm going with this? This is a bad cycle. So it's a terrible cycle, and we got to break it. And it's not comfortable. It's not easy to feel like nobody wants you, but if you're a good-natured person, and you are, then you have to let your good nature just be comforted by knowing that God is there with you. And when it's time, it will happen. But if we keep forcing things in our lives that are not for us at that particular time, we're going to be having disaster after disaster after disaster after disaster. So we need to chill out with the desperation mode. We need to get into peace mode. I'm good by myself mode. Let me work on myself mode. Let me build mode. Let me prepare mode. Let me study. Let me learn. Let me grow. Then we can think about getting in a relationship. Okay? So that's it for now. I'll come back to you and we'll talk about some other fun stuff. I know this was a hard chat, but I know it was necessary too. All right? Peace, y'all.